Long. Alright, computer graphics one, take a look up here. Computer graphics one, take a look up here. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple of different effects you can do from like the elements of our principal designs that we looked at before. So I'll start off with the pattern one, and I've shown you guys this before, but I'll just review it again. So if you want to create a pattern, so I'm just going to make a new document here. And let's just say I want to make like a shape, but like have like the quote repeat over and over again. So, originally I had you guys. Let me open up my other one. Element. So this is what I was working on with my other class. But you have your quote here, this in vector form, and then you have like part of your design that you've started making. So if you want to make like a type of pattern using the quote, you're going to have to rewrite that quote again. So you got to use the type tool and just make a box with the actually don't do that first. So basically you want to make like a shape first. So like you can use either square, circle, rectangle. You can make your own shape with the pen tool. I'm just gonna use like a rectangle here. So I want to make like let's just say I want to make like a the quote repeat over and over again in the background here. So you have your shape. You can use the shape tool, or you can use the pen tool to make a shape. It's up to you. And then you're gonna click on the type tool, and then you're gonna click on the shape, and that'll allow you to type on that shape. Or if you click on like area type, that's like the same thing too. It's gonna type in that specific area. So let's just say I wanted to do like a circle here. I might just do like a circle just to do something a little different. So circle here. You click on area type tool. So I showed you this before, but I'm showing it again. And then you want to type on the where it says type on the path. So you click on the edge. You can type on the path, and then this is where you would type your quote. So art is not the possession of the few who are recognized writers, painters, musicians. It is the authentic expression of any and all individuality. Alright, so then you have your quote here. I'll zoom in a little bit more so you can see better. Now, after you made it into a vector, you might have to try to find that quote again, and that might be a little tricky to do, to find the quote again. Just try your best though. If it's similar to the quote, then that's fine. This is like kind of like a cursive quote that I found here, a little bit more cursive-y. So, this one's a little different, but yeah, if you can't find the exact quote, try to find something that's similar to it. So I might have to just scroll through this a little bit more. And just for like the future, you might want to write down the quote that you did use, or not the quote, the font from your characters, just in case you have to do these things like right now. I think this one's pretty close. So this is a little different, but it's close enough. As long as it's like the same type. So this is like a cursive. So yeah, I'm having it typed on a, this is like typed on a area type. So you actually want to highlight that entire quote again. So I'm highlighting it, and I'm just going to do Command-C to copy. So if any of you ever use like Microsoft Word, this is the copy of the quote again. You can hit Command-V to paste. So I'm going to hit spacebar, Command-V to paste, and then that'll put the quote again over and over again. So you can actually highlight it again, Command-C, copy, Command-V to paste. And you just keep repeating that over and over again so it fills up the whole space. Alright, so that's how you get the, have it on the type. And so I'm going to have to move this to the background here. So I'm going to do right click on it, arrange, send to back. Okay, actually send it all the way back, so you might have to send the background back again. So arrange, send it back, and I'll put it behind the background. So now I have like this round shape here I can use as a shape. So So this could be like my pattern for my design here. So that's how you create a pattern. You can use the area type tool, make your shape, use the area type tool, and then you can do that. And then okay, and then one other thing too, if you want to going back here, so we went over the pattern. If you guys want to add a value to your letters, okay, that's really easy to do. So like this letter A, so I want to add a value to it. So all you gotta do is just click on the on your swatches. There's specific ones for gradients, so you can click on that to make a gradient, and then you will go to the gradient window. So you can go to Windows gradient if this doesn't pop up, and then you can control like how that gradient looks. This is going to control the angle which it's supposed to go at. So I might change this to 90 degrees, so it goes up and down. And then you can also change the colors too. So you can double click, change your colors. And then if you want to add more colors, you can click in between add more colors. So you can have like maybe like a red, a blue. Alright, but I probably wouldn't use more than like 3 or 4 colors though. You don't want to go too crazy with the gradients. So that's how you're going to make a gradient if you want to, or not a gradient, but it's kind of like changing the values. So that's value, and then I did want to show you one more thing. Texture I'll go over in next class. I don't think texture's that big of a thing, but some of you guys might want to add texture to it. Alright, and then one other thing too. I think this would be nice to do for some of your designs. So I kind of did it up here already, but this is basically typing on a let me try to fade this out a little bit. So if you don't want to fade some of these letters, you can actually go to transparency, or you go to Windows, transparency, and like right here it's kind of hard to read those words, so I'm going to fade these a little bit out a little bit more, so it'll give it like more of a grayish tone so you can read it a little bit easier. Alright, so I'm kind of doing a lot of different things here, but if you look over here though, guys, take a look up here. Alright, so one other thing you can do too is you can actually type on a path. So like right here I wrote the few who are recognized writers, painters, and musicians. So if you don't want to type in straight lines like up and down, you can also type in curves as well. And in order to type on a curve, all you gotta do is you're gonna use the pen tool and just trace the direction you want to. Whoops, let me zoom out a little bit. And all you gotta do is just trace the direction you want to do your type in. So I might just do it like right here, just so it's a little different. So I'm going to just make a line that goes down here, make a curve, and basically I'm just mimicking the direction of this line here. So you can adjust this a little bit more, make it go with that curve. So all you gotta do is click on that line that you made. This is gonna be your path. You can do an outline, it doesn't matter, either or. And then just change it to type on a path here. So you click on type on a path. This is basically this line is the path, and then you can type out your quote. So I might do it is the authentic expression of any and all, and I'll just have to stop there because of the where the line is. But if you don't want to just type on a straight line, you can type on a path. Yes, depending on like what words you have, like especially cursive words, you might want to type on a path. All right. Oh, I'm gonna show you the texture thing real quick. The texture thing, you just click on the word, go to effects. It's pretty easy. You're gonna go to texture, and then you have these different types of textures. You can do like a green, mosaic, tile. So you can kind of just play around with these textures a little bit to get, like a certain texture you want. That's kind of interesting, that texture there. Now that one you have to play around with. I haven't really messed with the textures too much, but yeah, those are like different kinds of effects you can use from your elements of arts or principles of designs. All right. So you guys got any questions? Questions? All right.